Hey everyone, welcome again to Movies Captain. Today I am going to shortly explain the 1998 released erotic, thriller, suspense movie The Perfect Murder. If you like, please hit the subscribe button and watch till the end. So let's begin. Stephen Taylor is a Wall Street financier married to Emily, a much younger translator for the United Nations. When his risky personal investments start unraveling, he intends to access Emily's personal fortune of $100 million to cover his losses. Meanwhile, Emily enjoys an affair with painter David Shaw and is considering leaving Stephen. Stephen meets David at a gala, and asks to visit David's studio in Brooklyn. Stephen arrives at David's studio the next day. He reveals that he knows about the affair, and used his influence to investigate David's criminal past as an ex-convict who cons rich women out of their money. Stephen offers David $500,000 to murder Emily. When David responds that he and Emily are in love, Stephen reminds him his next arrest will mean 15 years imprisonment. Stephen hides the door key from Emily's keyring outside the service entrance to their lavish Manhattan co-op apartment. David is to use the key, kill her, and make it look like a robbery. At his card game, Stephen takes a break and uses his cell phone to make a call to an automated bank system, adding to his alibi, while using a second phone to call Emily. Emily answers in the kitchen and is attacked by a masked assailant, but stabs him in the neck with a meat thermometer. Stephen returns expecting Emily to be dead, but finds the assailant's body. He takes the key from the body and puts it back on Emily's keychain. Police arrive, led by Detective Karaman. They remove the assailant's mask and Karaman notices that Stephen is surprised. The body is not David's. Outside, David watches the body being removed from the building in a black bag and assumes it to be Emily. Stephen takes Emily to stay at her mother's. A sobbing David receives a call from Emily telling him she is fine, and will be back soon. Stephen calls David afterwards and organizes a meet on a ferry. Emily visits her coworker, Raquel, and tells her she has decided to leave Stephen. Emily uses her connections to speak to a federal regulator, learning of Stephen's financial troubles. She then informs Karaman, who says that Stephen's alibi is solid, though there is the minor concern that the dead assailant did not have keys of any kind on his body. Still losing money, Stephen receives a call from David, who plays an audio tape of the two discussing the plan to kill Emily and demands the full $500,000 or he will turn Stephen in. Emily returns to her apartment for the first time, but her key does not work. This spurs her to go to the apartment of the assailant, discovering that her key unlocks his door. Emily confronts Stephen with this and his financial problems. Stephen responds with David's sordid past and accuses him of being a blackmailer, conning her and threatening him. When he saw the dead body in their kitchen, he assumed it was David and took the key from his pocket so as not to implicate Emily. Stephen goes to David's loft with the cash, but finds a note directing him to a park. David's phone rings, and Stephen answers. It is a ticketing agent, confirming David's train to Montreal. Stephen meets David in a park and swaps the money for the audio tape. Reaching the private compartment on the train, David opens the bathroom door. Stephen lunges out and stabs him, taking David's gun and the money. A dying David laughs, revealing he mailed a copy of the tape to Emily via courier service. Stephen rushes home and finds the mail still unopened. He hides the money, gun, and audio tape in his safe before Emily enters the room. Stephen showers then dresses for dinner, but Emily suggests they stay in instead. As she heads out to pick up food, she mentions that they should have the locks changed since her key is missing. Stephen checks the service entrance, finds the key he hid for David, and realizes that the attacker had put it back after unlocking the door. Emily suddenly appears, revealing that she knows everything now, having found the tape in the safe while he showered. When she turns to leave, Stephen attacks her. A brief fight ensues, ending when Emily uses David's gun from the safe to kill Stephen. Karaman and his officers arrive. Emily plays David's tape, then explains what happened after she told Stephen, to which Karaman replies, "What else could you do?"
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more. Until see you in the next one. Peace.